Alright, what's going on, guys? My name's Vilify, and today we're going to be looking at something a bit different. Now, I know Goresh does this over on the Legend side of things, and he kind of revisits units like a year later or whatever it may be. So what we're going to be going ahead and doing is kind of doing my own spin on this, where we go ahead and revisit kind of a fun unit from a few years ago, see how they hold up in 2022 without an easy A, right? So today's suspect is going to be the Bojack movie Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, what makes this guy super fun is that he gets kind of a nuking passive where you get a lot of orbs. He's going to hit for a lot, so I would expect him, especially on this Carnival Goku 200% leader skill, I would expect him to be hitting very consistently in the 4 to 5 million range, maybe closer to the 6 with a lot of orbs. But we got him over here on the powerful comeback team, just a full LR powerful comeback team. Our floaters are going to be, Namek Goku, UI Goku, and Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then we're going to go ahead and try and use the Carnival Goku in order to get the active skill with our boy Bojack movie Gohan. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the Vegeta event just to kind of get an idea and see how we're doing it, right? This isn't to see how he holds up in difficult content or anything like that. It's just to see how, like, what can we do with kind of power creep and stuff like that at this time in the game. So we're going into a moderately challenging event, quote unquote, and one that, Gohan won't get incinerated in, but also one where Gohan isn't going to completely just decimate the whole thing, right? So right there, we're looking at around like a 5 million attack stat with 124k defense, not very high, and that is with a decent amount of links active. Kind of the problem with this Bojack movie Gohan is if we go ahead and pull up his link set, let's go ahead and do that now as we're here. Should have done this ahead of time. I feel like I say that every video. We will go ahead and pull up our boy Gohan. Perfect. Yeah, you want to go ahead and Super Carnival Goku. That's fine. All right, so 5.2 million right there. Pretty good. All right, so here we go. So he has Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Gaze of Respect, All in the Family, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So Gaze of Respect and Shattering the Limit right away, not great. Prepared for Battle and stuff like that is fine. All in the Family is good because the defense or whatever, but let's see. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for to get Gohan's active skill is to go into a turn 58% or 58% or less HP, right? With a Movie Heroes category ally, that's Carnival Goku, whose name is Goku, right? So having 2 Carnival Gokus is going to make getting that active skill super, super possible. The hard part is going to be maybe getting that HP in the first place. So I guess what we'll go ahead and do is just like play like this, and let's go ahead and I'll come back right on the next turn. Let's go ahead and let this one play through. All right, so we're back on the next turn here. Didn't take any damage, unfortunately. But here's what we'll do, right? Actually, we can't do it this turn. Let's do it like this. Not a great orb spread right there. I was going to say, how can we keep these tech orbs for him? But what I'll do is throw him in slot 1 to try and get that HP restriction or whatever. We want, like, one of these units that are on type advantage to take a super, and that way we can get under that 59% HP threshold we're looking for. So, we're already 3 turns in, and, we're cooking, so... we'll figure it out. I'll try and see how we can kind of maneuver this board to get the active skill. Maybe if he supers right here, we'll take a little bit of damage, but the defense should be roughly the same, where it's around like 120k start a turn, and then, without the support or whatever, and this is on a 200% lead, so then, we get that attack raise, and then this, 12 key super looks pretty respectable, right? Like 3.4, we get decent defense after that as well, and let's see how much we take right here from a very early super. 147k, and that's in phase 3? Not great. But I guess if you want some copium, what we can do is now we have a chance to get that active skill going, right? So let's just go ahead and... all right, so it's going to be the next one. So obviously, we'll go ahead and let this play out. But again, I'll be back next time he's on rotation. All right, so now we're back having a little bit more fun. This will be a golden opportunity, right? Let's do this. Oh, that's spicy. Okay, we'll do it like this, right? Because we might mess. Whoa, he had to have gotten his defense lowered. There's no way it's that low. Yeah, 60k start a turn. That has to be like a defensive lowering, right? So what we'll do here, I think, in order to kind of get closer to this active skill, is hopefully he goes ahead and doesn't super Gohan, but those normals, they do enough, right? That's why we didn't get the 18 key, or we didn't even try to get the 18 key. Okay, that's fine. We want to take like 50 or 60k per normal here, and then no super, right? That's kind of what we're going for. 119. Perfect. Okay. So now UI Goku just needs to dodge this. and then we're right where we want to be, right? Okay. Yeah, now, okay. This is what we wanted, right? How much defense do you have? 415k? Perfect. So then we'll grab this, and then we'll go ahead and grab this. So now... if this plays out the way I think it's going to play out, we should get the active skill. 410k defense, I think that's enough to not die from this. Oh, right on the cusp. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we're going to be able to get the active skill with Gohan, right? Problem is, who do we put in slot 1? This is where you got to bring items, right? Just so I could heal up with the Senzu or whatever. Because I'm not going for a no item run or anything, but I just want to see how this would look in theory, right? I really have no clue how we're going to do this. It depends how stacked up one of the Carnival Gokus is, right? I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I don't know what I want to do here. Because like it seems obvious, right? Because we're gonna have the active skill, so I guess getting in the video is good, right? Okay. We'll just see when we get there. We got to see how it plays out. Maybe we get lucky and all the attacks go in the back, and we can just go ahead and get that guaranteed crit, nuke, Chadhan. Like, you know, this is where Gohan's going to look really impressive, right? No, of course not. All right. Here's what we'll do. I got an idea. We do have 240k defense, right? It's just if we take a super, we're dead. Okay, let's I think we're just gonna risk it for the biscuit right here. And then if it doesn't work, we'll just come back to where we're at, right? So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, so now let's see if we can go ahead and get lucky. Still building up the defense here. Oh, and by the way, I think we're looking at... He's at 1 million attack right here, so we should be looking really, really good here. So... No! What are the odds of that? That sucks. That was only like 3 million damage, man. Why did that kill? That's unfortunate, huh? Oh, that's just gross. I don't know what to say. And we died too. All right. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just come back. We'll oh, we're still alive. All right. If I had to guess, we were looking at like the 12 million attack stat range. I think the verdict that I'm coming to with this video, we'll just kind of go ahead and let this play out, but I'll give you like some quick kind of closing thoughts as we just go through this. But what tends to be the trend here is that he is just not holding up in this difficult content, right? Where, you know, 124k defense, even with the raising at the start of turn, is just not going to be enough in today's day and age. And like, obviously he's, you know, he can look impressive. I love his animations. He's got, you know, a really cool card art, and aesthetically, he's just a really cool unit because, you know, Bojack movie Gohan is just a Chad, right? Like, that was like some of the best from Gohan that we've seen, right? Like, that was just an awesome moment in that movie, and not being able to get that right here is kind of unfortunate, but he obviously could be better. But it sucks that we didn't get the active skill right there, but, you know, he's just one of those units that, you know, who knows? He's at 100k start of turn defense right here, and then right here he is at 24k. I'm thinking he's going to be doing around 6 to 7 million. It depends on if we even get the super off. You know, the Carnival Goku defensively is holding up pretty well here with no guard. But, you know, he's not the one that has to die on this turn, so it's a pretty good chance that we're going to go ahead and get the Carnival Goku revival, so I guess we'll play that animation here as well. But, you know, I guess what you could say about this Carnival, or not Carnival Gohan, but this Part 2 Gohan is that, you know, you can kind of... you know, run him as a floater on a team like this, maybe on the Hybrid Saiyans team, maybe on the Goku family team, something like that. But this is not a guy you can rely on to carry you through difficult content. Yeah, so okay, that's much better. 8.8 million. That is like really that's much better. And on the active skill turn, that could have been, you know, 14, 15 million, right? Like that is a much more impressive number. Yeah, okay, and then right, like I said, right here, like, you know, 1,000 per normal is not terrible, but you know you're not tanking a super with that. So we'll go ahead and look at him with the type advantage turn after this, right? And then just kind of seeing how, you know, if he can't hold his own in the Vegeta event and he's almost getting us killed in the Vegeta event, what does that say about other content going forward, right? Like, what is he realistically going to be able to do in an event like the, you know, like the Red Zone or Cell Max or something like that? Like, it's just realistically, you're not going to be able to get the value out of him that you want. So you kind of just got to work around that. And he's not a unit that, you know, you're going to depend on in this difficult content. And you know, he is coming up on being 2 years old almost. So, you know, who knows? Maybe that EZA is coming sooner rather than later. He could be like a nice little shoe-in for a surprise EZA during a big celebration. There's just a lot of options that you could do with this. So, I guess what we'll go ahead and do this turn is pop this active skill just so we can see this in the video, and then we'll kind of go on from there. All right, so there you go. That was the, how can we do this, right? That kind of worked. Yeah, this is a really bad orb spread right there, but we are going to go ahead and get the type advantage Dokkan attack. So we're quickly moving up here with this HP, right? So that just goes to show you the power of this team, right? Like at one point we were at what, like 20,000 HP, and this team just does not want to go down. Like they are fighting, right? They are some fighters. It's pretty cool to see. But I think that this tech movie Gohan could really be good in the future. It's just about setting him up nicely, about giving him the proper support. He has a couple slot 1 tanks that you could throw in front of him now, especially in this movie Heroes team. The potential is there. This guy has a nice skeleton, I think, that you could really work around. It's just a matter of can they execute it, right? You know, I'm a huge fan of this unit. Like, you know, this rotation is one of my favorite in the game because Cooler Movie Goku, as well as Bojack Movie Gohan, like two of some of my favorite characters throughout the series, right? Or two of my favorite movies as well. So being able to kind of see these guys work together on a rotation situation right here is really cool. So yeah, not too much else to see here. Let's just go ahead and finish up this event. I would imagine we're going to win next turn because we'll have that Goku active skill again. We'll go ahead and skip it this time, but we'll kind of move from there, right? Yeah, like, okay, 6,000, yeah, that's not the most impressive thing in the world, right? Like, that's type advantage, but you do need to get that 18 key, right? Like, I am kind of setting him up for failure, but you guys can see the key is like a problem here. Even with the extra key per orb, I'm still struggling to get him to that 18 key consistently. And that just has to do with like the lack of support that I could throw on this team, like realistically and stuff like that, but it's just, it goes to show you that, you know, a unit needs a lot more than just these little things for it to work. All right, so now we have full HP. Let's see. Will Evolution Blue Vegetas do it? Let's just go ahead and play it for fun, right? All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and finish this bad boy up. Let me know down below if you guys want to see me revisit any other old units that you guys like in the past and stuff like that. And, you know, we can kind of get like your own nostalgia going for that unit or whatever. There's a decent amount of options we have here of units that we could look at, like in the quote-unquote 2 years later kind of thing, right? If a unit's easy 8, obviously there's no point, but, you know, some of these old summonable LRs, I felt a sneeze coming on. But some of these old summonable LRs that, you know, could potentially get an easy A soon or whatever, we can go ahead and take a look at those. But that's all I got for you in today's video. Let me know what you think of Bojack Movie Gohan. How much do you like him? How much do you dislike him? Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I post daily Dokkan content like this. I try and do an upload every day, so you're not going to want to miss out on anything that I post over here. Again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'm out.